I hear people say it all the time. I'm too old. It's too late. My opportunity has passed. But listen to me carefully. My name is Caleb, and I waited 45 years for a promise. Not 45 days, not 45 months, 45 years.
Welcome to Testament Unspoken, where we bring biblical stories to life through the eyes of those who lived them. Each episode offers a raw, first-person perspective on some of the most powerful figures in Scripture, told with emotion, honesty, and depth. Please subscribe for more stories like this.
When others gave up, I kept walking. When others doubted, I kept believing. When others died in the wilderness, I held on to what God said. So stop using your age or your circumstances as an excuse to quit. I once stood before a mountain filled with giants and declared, "Give me this hill country." If an old man like me could drive out giants from Hebron, what's stopping you? Before I was known as a warrior, before I was known as a conqueror, I was just one of 12 men sent to explore a land. The land God promised. A land flowing with milk and honey. I still remember the first day I stepped into it. The air smelled different. The soil was rich beneath my feet. The valleys stretched farther than my eyes could see. This was no desert. This was inheritance. But the others, they didn't see what I saw. They saw walls, armies, giants. Fear has a way of distorting vision. When we returned to the camp, thousands were waiting. Families, children, hopeful faces. The report began well. The land is good. But then came fear. The cities are fortified. And then, the words that changed everything. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes. That's what fear does. It makes strong men feel small. But I refused to stay silent. I stepped forward and lifted my voice above the noise of doubt. And I said, "Let us go up at once and take possession, for we are well able to overcome it." I was not speaking from pride. I was speaking from trust. Do you know what it feels like to stand alone? Only 2 of us believed, Joshua and me. The rest wanted to go back to Egypt, back to slavery, back to chains. They even talked about stoning us. I spoke truth, and they picked up stones. Faith is not always popular. Sometimes standing with God means standing against the crowd. That night, I saw something I will never forget. The glory of the Lord appeared. And judgment was spoken. That generation would wander in the wilderness for 40 years. 40 years. 40 years of walking. 40 years of watching people fade away. 40 years of funerals in the sand. But I remembered something. A mountain. Hebron. Strong, beautiful, untouched. I could have become bitter, but I chose to become stronger. Because waiting does something to a man's faith. It either breaks it or deepens it. 45 years passed. Then one day, I stood before Joshua again. The same Joshua who believed with me from the beginning. And I said to him, I am 85 years old today. But hear this. I am still as strong today as the day Moses sent me out. Strength is not just in the body, it is in the spirit. A faith that refuses to fade even after decades of waiting. I did not ask for comfort. I did not ask for ease. I asked for the hardest place, Hebron. Do you know why? Because giants live there. The Anakim, the same giants that made others afraid. But the fear that ruled them never ruled me. So there I stood, an old man, facing a mountain filled with giants. And I climbed, step by step, stone by stone, with faith in my heart and strength in my hands. And the giants fell. Hebron became mine, not because I was the strongest, but because I never stopped believing. Now listen to me carefully. If you think your time has passed, remember my story. I waited 45 years. If you think the mountain is too high, remember Hebron. If you think the giants are too big, remember me. Your promise does not expire. Your faith has no age limit. If you think your time has passed, remember my story. So face the heights before you, or admit you've given up. But if you still believe, say it with me. Give me this mountain.